We're live, guys. Can you hear me?
Game owned property, used hundred licensed dollars and purchased this and force people to come up here, a lot of hunters.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Well, apparently we're live, so there's that.
There we
There
go.
we go. Uncle Joey, do your thing, man.
Welcome to
Welcome
Still
to Still
Talking.
Talking.
I'm
I'm
your
your
host, Uncle
host, Uncle
Joey.
Joey.
Up in the
Up in the
top corner,
top
we
corner,
got
we got
Sean.
Sean.
We got
We
Bobby
got Bobby
Knight. We got
Knight. We
Mr.
got
Matt
Mr. Matt Lee
Master.
Master.
And we have a
And we have
very,
a very,
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 very
very
special
special
piece of
piece
shit
of
guest
shit
on
guest on
tonight.
tonight.
It was
It was
actually
actually
what I doing
talking
talking to
to
Phil a
Phil a
little
little
while
while
back. I
back. I
asked him if
asked
he
him if
could
he
do an
could do an
interview with
interview
us.
with him.
So
Hey guys, I'll be right.
tonight,
I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead.
tonight
Tonight.
we got the one and only Phil from PHILBILLY Moonshine,
The legend.
the legend. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
What's up, Mr. Phil?
What are you guys up
So
to?
I don't think you've ever been a guest on this here podcast, have you?
Oh, no, never have.
You been blackballed or something, brother? What's up?
I think I have. I don't
You
know.
It took us a while to get ready for you.
man, I've been asking. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been asking because, dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. You're like the James Bond of moonshine. You just don't know what's gonna fucking pop out on you, bro. You got the oil slick, you got the smoke screen, you got who knows what's gonna come out next, bro. You got it all.
I just fucking, I don't know, man.
And a mentor to all of us.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, Phil. I think you've been like the big brother to a lot of people in this community, man.
Hell yeah. I'll try. Not bad for a fucking retard.
So, so we always start. What's everybody sipping on? Sean's a piece of shit, by the way.
Still Valley gave me this.
Nice. That's old Joe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Joe's a good dude, man. He
he
made it
makes some
down.
good stuff too.
Yeah, he made it down to Easy's birthday party, man. Joe's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he is.
This is an awesome jar right here.
Hell yeah, Matt. What you sipping on?
My tea.
Nice, nice. Um, so I like bourbon, and I met Sean for dinner the other night, and I pop in this little liquor store down in Fairborn. And if y'all drink bourbon and like some Evan Williams product, I recommend this bottle, man. It's a special American Hero Edition bottle they do on this 1783 small batch. Normally, this liquor is shit. I don't like the 1783 small batch, man. Tastes like you're licking an ashtray wrapped in a leather belt. So I'm not usually a fan of that, but this American Hero Edition they do, man, it's a solid bottle of bourbon, man. and that half gallon only cost me $43 out the door with tax.
Damn.
So in my eyes, that's win-win all the way around. And it's 6-8 year bourbon, and it's smooth, man. It's got good flavor. I highly recommend the bottle. If anybody drinks bourbon and you see it out there, I pick this bottle up. You won't be mad about it.
Hell yeah! If I ever see it, I'll grab one.
Dude, I want to bring some of that stag down to you. I'll bring some of this down with me.
Hell yeah!
I know you got a lot of shit. You got a lot of shit down there I like to drink, so I'll have to come down some afternoon.
Yeah. I got fucking tons of shit, dude. Tons of
Hell
shit.
yeah. So there's lots of questions I got for you, brother. How old were you when you first got a taste of moonshine?
Probably 17.
Now, was it decent moonshine or was it shit?
I was decent. Corn liquor, yeah.
Hell yeah. So at that point, did it intrigue you to make it? I mean, you know what I mean? Did it, or had you already?
No, I was poor ass motherfucking. I spent every moment of my life either working or getting drunk. So I mean, and there wasn't nobody around me that made it. It come from down south,
Right?
But then I lived down south for a while. And I got to know this old feller, and I used to buy it from him. And back then, it wasn't like it is today. Everyone's like, "Oh, I learned from so and so, and I learned from so and so."
Right.
The only way you learned to make liquor back in the day was to be related to somebody that made it. And
Yep.
even then, they wouldn't teach their own fucking kin how to make it because they was worried about competing with their own damn family. So
Right. Absolutely.
So I'd buy it and I'd rebottle it and then I'd sell it to all the fucking, I'd go to parties and shit with it and sell the fuck out of it. Just
Hell
like
yeah.
I used to sell reefer when I was a kid. I'd roll up a fucking ounce and take that shit to school, sell pinners for $5 a piece, seeds and stems and everything. But
3 for $5 was the deal in my day. Yeah,
Yep.
3 for $5.
I mean, y'all some old motherfuckers. It was $5 for a pinner in my day.
Man, I used to get nice ones.
$5.
Used to get nice ones, 3 for $5.
Yep.
You'd be hitting one of my doobies and a fucking seed would explode and burn you in the fucking sheet.
Take an eye out.
We always
You
called
end
them
up with
poppy
you end up
seeds.
with battle scars. You come out of field with battle scars.
Dude, I made fucking money. I was a money-making motherfucker when I was a kid.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. The hustle is real. It's definitely in you, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
you had to. You fucking,
Yeah.
when we come up, you had to hustle, do what you could do,
Yep.
We did everything. Fucking climb our ass on a roof and, do manual labor and then get off and go get drunker and fuck.
Yep. And it's funny you say that. Our generation actually knows about what manual labor is, and I know my kids know, and I'm sure your kids will, and our people. But it's just crazy out there nowadays, man. These kids, they don't even think about what manual labor is, man. It's nuts, man. It's sad. It really is.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on
Yeah,
that.
that's a whole. Yeah, we'll start another one. So
What's that say? Hard times make fucking something or another, and easy times make fucking something or what I mean, that old saying.
Yep.
It's easy times right now for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And you can see the world fucking the way it is.
The downward spiral.
Yeah. I'm not the best at quoting sayings.
You get the point across.
What inspired the whole man the world of Philbilly Moonshine, man? What got that going?
I got my tax check and I got to shopping on Amazon, and
I mean, for real, you said I want to learn how to make liquor, and that was the end of it.
Well, I made beer, I made wine, and liquor was naturally the next fucking step. You know what I mean? So I got my tax check. I wanted to get one of them fucking flow hives, and I wanted to get a chicken coop because I'm big at making shit and homesteading, fucking doing stuff with my hands,
Right.
And I wanted a still. And I was like, man, I ain't got enough for all three of these motherfuckers. I'm getting a still. And next year I'll get the flow hive, and the year after that I get the chicken coop. And I just got the still and said, fuck the flow hive, fuck the chicken coop.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, me and Ian, we're like brothers, and we were business partners, and our business kind of went to shit. So we had another business that we was running out of my garage. He's here every day, you know, and sometimes there's downtime. So I was like, look, man, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna call it PHILBILLY Moonshine. You want to be a part of it? And he was like, hell yeah. He's like, I'll watch. He's like, I'll watch that show, Moonshiners. I was like, well, I don't watch that shit, but we fixing to make some liquor up in this motherfucker. He's like, I'm down. I was like, well, we're gonna do it. I'll split everything with you down the middle. You know, whatever we make. If we make wine, give him half the wine. We make fucking beer, I give him half the beer. We make liquor, I give him half the liquor. And he's like, I'm down. I was like, I'm calling it PHILBILLY Moonshine, and I'm calling you Big Easy, and let's make some videos. And we started making I started shooting videos and planning it and shit. And
videos, woo.
Yeah. And then we started out with fucking iPhone. iPhone, was it 5 or 6? iPhone 6, something like that. But that's it, man. And you know, some of them started going viral. I was viral before that. I had other channels before PHILBILLY Moonshine, where I did other shit. Like I used to fix electronics, shit like that.
Right. So, making liquor first, or did you start building your own still? You know, when you got your still, did you make modifications to it? I mean, was it, you know what I mean? How did that whole?
Well, we had the Weber, and we was getting like 110 proof out of that motherfucker.
Right.
And one day, Ian brought over a little cake still that was max. And, you know, we were sitting there looking at it, and we're like, man, we could build this motherfucker, you know? It ain't shit to it. And we ran that little cake still, I think. And then we started making cake stills, and a lot of it come from Rigsby. Fucking, he was building cake stills and thumper jars, and we started fucking reverse engineering shit that we'd see on some videos that they make, and just fucking eventually we were making every fucking thing, you know?
Oh yeah.
And and then, you know, going on the pot stills, I always wanted a pot still. And see, like, we're poor as fuck, man. So like we don't make that much money. People think we do, but dude, I'm fucking Brizzoke. And we'd see fucking we see Shoe on there with all his rich stills and shit, running that big dog shit. I'd be like, I want one of them. And then I seen Adam over there building that pretty shit. And I was like, bro, I gotta get one of them. I was like, let me work my magic. So I started hitting him up like, that's pretty. That's fucking pretty. And he was like, oh, thanks, man. And he knew who the fuck I was because I got a big following and shit. And eventually I weaseled my way into fucking 20 gallon. And all I had to do is make videos for it. And everything that I see, you know, and I run, I try and think of ways. If there is a way to make it better, it's just natural for me to fucking try and find a better way to make it or run it or to make it better. Just like, and I'm not sucking my own dick or nothing. you know, I hate that shit. But I'm just giving an example. Like, if you see a thumper, right? And everyone's like, thumper's got to be a third of the size of the pot. Well, all these fellers that make stills, and not against them, they make stills. They don't run them. So they're not thinking like that. They're just making them to what they think is going to be handy, like that drain over there on that thumper. You put a drain on a thumper, it doesn't matter what fucking size it is, because you could drain that motherfucker halfway through a run. Nobody would ever fucking think of that or say that. I'm like, fuck, put a window on that sumbitch so you can tell when it's half full.
Yeah.
You could run a 1 gallon thumper on a fucking 20-gallon pot if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. That's just my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it. It fucking works. And then like, with jars and all these infusers and shit, somebody was sitting there telling me you couldn't fucking infuse in the jar rig. And I took that as a fucking,
Challenge accepted.
yeah, I took that as a challenge, and I proved that I've come up with a couple different prototypes. But we all do that. I think that's what we all have in common. It's like, and that's cool as fuck because it's ingenuity, engineering, and fucking somebody makes something that ain't never been made before, or maybe it has and you don't know it, but you make it your way. You realize some other guy did it fucking 20 years ago because this shit's been around.
Yeah.
Or people been making liquor since fucking cavemen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I got friends in the fucking in prison that fucking they use some goddamn water. Don't tell the mother fellers. They're gonna rat them out.
Don't be smuggling anything.
Don't be doing any keistering.
You know them fucking water jugs that you make tea with? Well, they'll take the top off that motherfucker, hang a trash bag up, and the fucking steam will come. I mean, they're going to drink heads, but if you get a headache, as long as you're drunk in prison, you don't fucking give a shit.
I was going to say, you think them guys care if they got a headache? Yeah.
Hell no, they want that shit.
But, the liquor will condense on the trash bag, come back down, they got fucking... They turn toilet wine into some real deal hooch.
I mean, we've talked about it before. I've seen on the Discovery Channel where the women will chew up the fruit, spit it in a bowl, and they bury that shit in the ground, wait so many days, come dig it up, and hell, they're drinking that shit, getting lit up, man. So, it's just what you got to do, man,
Saliva fucking has amylase in it. So
yeah, it breaks down, yeah.
They do that with, I think, yucca root a lot in one of them fucking South American countries. They just sit there and chew up yucca, which is like a fucking potato root type deal, and spit that shit. Some of them do it with fruit in other places, but motherfuckers been doing that shit since they was etching fucking buffalo on the wall.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what was the very first liquor that you made? Just a corn? Well, you said beer and wine, but as far as Shine goes, had you distilled any of the wine, or was it just like a corn liquor? Or
it was corn. It was flake corn. It was that flake first corn? Video? First one went viral, and we didn't know what the fuck. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing.
Would you get it from like a brew store?
We bought flake corn from a fucking brew store.
I think that's probably the same brew store that I got my flake corn from. For my very first run, my dams. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a good shot, man. That dude that owns that motherfucker is cool as fuck. But I've never seen him not fucked up, bro. He's all like, rah.
Listen, I went in there, and I'd never been in there, and I'm kind of looking around, and of course, I did never been in there, so I name dropped. I said, hey. Phil and Ian sent me down here. They were like, "Oh yeah, man!" And he was lit, bro. He was lit the fuck up, man. They were sitting in the back drinking. They were drinking some wine or beer or something, dude. They were fucked up, man.
Dude, I'll go in there and he'll be like, "Try this, try this in a fucking shop." Yeah, it's killer. It's fucking awesome. He'll have some, and that dude can make some shit too, like. He just stills. He makes fucking meat, all kinds of shit. Yeah, every time. I've never seen, dude. I think if he ever sobered up, he might fucking drop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's got some DTs going on. He's a cool ass dude.
Look who's back.
Right on time.
With feedback.
Fuck. All right.
That's one way to get rid of him.
So, what's your favorite corn to run, Phil? I know you've run a lot of corn, man. I've watched a lot of your videos. What's your favorite corn to run?
As far as taste, I'd say Ohio Blue.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You and Big Sturge.
No.
I mean, if you wanted to produce the most amount of alcohol, like to get more alcohol, I find that Amanda Palmer produces more alcohol.
Now,
That's weird.
How's the flavor on that?
That's on. I don't know if I've ever
It's
had
good.
Amanda Palmer. That's my same question. What's the flavor profile on an Amanda Palmer?
It's good. It's similar to yellow corn, but it's a little. It's like if you mixed yellow corn and Bloody Butcher together. If they had a baby. I don't know if that's how they made Amanda Palmer, but it's like a mix between drinking yellow corn and Bloody Butcher, as far as flavor wise. I will say when I use Amanda Palmer, I get more alcohol. I don't know what it is. It's a producer. It's like growing tomatoes. You know, you'll have fucking this one kind of tomato, and you'll get a bush, and you'll get some on it. Then you grow a different kind, and that bush just fucking goes crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Amanda Palmer's the bush that goes crazy.
That's good to know.
If I wanted a good sour mash, I would probably go Oaxacan green.
Really? Now, what's that
sour.
kind of? What's the Oaxacan green? What's it? Is it earthy?
It is, but it's in a different direction than Bloody Butcher. I think they're both earthy, but Oaxacan green's a little different. I mean, it's hard to explain them.
I don't think I've ever had any of that. Have you ever ran it?
Me? Yeah. I had some 130 proof Oaxacan green sour mash, and it drank like it was 90 proof. It was fucking crazy. It was good as fuck. And then I put it on wood, and it was good on wood too. I mean, so I even gave some to Vaughn because it was his corn.
Nice. So speaking of wood, do you like to age? Do you enjoy drinking aged corn liquor?
I like it all. Yeah. I like it all. I like everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I even drink stuff that I don't like. Like flavor.
Right.
I find ways to make things that you normally wouldn't like. Like if you don't like gin, I'll find a way to make it to where you like it. You know, straight up.
I'm not like your traditional gin. Like go to the store and buy like a bottle off the shelf. I can say I'm not a big gin fan.
Yeah, but you know, if you find a version of Hendrix, I'm sure you'll find one that you like.
Right.
Because they do some crazy shit. That's what I do when I make gins. Like absinthe, I don't like black licorice, but you know, I'm gonna find a way to make a type of absinthe that ain't so black licoricey that's acceptable. You know.
Right. I think you've got a video. I've watched your video on that. You got some spices in there. How many videos you think you got out, Phil?
I think about 600.
Dude, listen. One of my favorite videos, and I don't know if anybody out there has seen it, but if you've not, go track down. Is it the apple pie or is it the peach cobbler video you guys do with the bee? The bees are buzzing around.
Oh, that's the honey shine.
No, it wasn't a honey shine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Might have been the peach cobbler, maybe. I don't, dude. These two, it's like a stand-up routine watching the two of these do this video, man. It is ridiculous, man. You can tell you and Easy have a good relationship, that you guys have a bond beyond just making liquor. You definitely can.
I mean, that's my son.
I'm sorry.
I'll raise that motherfucker.
Right. No, you guys are two awesome dudes, man, for sure. And
I have to agree.
And I think definitely when it comes to knowledge, I just listened to him and then I listened to you, and man, you guys are very knowledgeable. So I mean, do you do a lot of reading, or is it just from talking to different people, like the experience end of it, or
I can answer that.
You gained a lot of your knowledge, Phil?
That's hands-on experience right there.
That's exactly what it is. I never. First, I can't read much. I mean, I can read, but
right.
I can't stay focused on reading anything.
I
can't watch. I can't watch fucking TV most of the time. I got ADD real bad. Like I'm half retarded. I ain't gonna lie. Like legit. I'm legit. Like I might be borderline on the spectrum. You know what I mean? But if I want to do something, I will search through to find that key bit of information. Like
Figure out a way to do it. Yeah.
I wanted to make bottle rockets at home. I could read enough here and there and sift through the shit to find that key bit of information, which is a recipe. Everything's a recipe.
Yeah.
Everything's mathematical in the whole world. Now, I know I sound stupid right now. It's because I am, but I can fucking see through most shit to find that key bit of information to where I want to make a bottle rocket. I'm gonna blow some shit up, straight up. I'm gonna fucking figure it out. Like I've made fireworks. I worked in chemical shops my whole life growing up, and I've learned how to do things. You know, I've just been into it, man. I'm like a retarded backyard chemist. That's all it is, man. And if I could do it, and that's why everybody likes me. Well, not everybody, but that's why a good amount of people like me. Because if my dumb ass could do it, then you definitely could do it. So, and that's why people fucking follow me.
And you know, how you were probably as a child, like you said, inventing shit probably helped carry you over into the moonshine world because it's about a recipe. Like you said, it's all about a recipe. It's all about putting shit together to make something.
Yeah. It's what I'm into. You know what I mean? And another thing, anything that I like to do, I find a way to make it pay for itself. You know what I mean?
And that's an awesome way to look at it too.
And also, I mean, it's been a hell of a ride. You know, it's a cool ass community, full of cool ass people, and you know, everybody might fucking argue every once in a while, but at the end of the day, it's all a bunch of cool ass fucking people.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's a couple douches every once in a while you'll meet one, but
Sean. So what's the farthest away that you think someone has reached out to you about making liquor, asking a question, wanting information on a still part? What's the farthest away that you've heard from somebody?
Bro, they took my likeness and my name and made a fucking liquor in Saudi Arabia. What? And there's they made a cartoon character out of me, and it says PB on his fucking arm and a tattoo. He has a fucking knapsack, and they're making liquor out of raisins, putting it in beer bottles, and it says PHILBILLY Moonshine, and it has my fucking website on it. I'm not fucking with you.
Wow.
And then, I got people in Africa, parts of Africa, South Africa. I got people all over England that get up with me, all over the world, man. If you name a country.
Isn't there an Australian feller that hollers at you sometime on some of your stuff?
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
That's cool, man. And you know, and you mentioned that earlier, sucking your own dick. That's not you, dude. You're actually a very humble individual. I mean, from what I've been around you, you're kind of a piece of shit sometimes, but that's but
I'm fucking king piece.
That's why we like you.
But I mean, no, you're a very humble dude, and you know, most of these guys probably feel honored to be able to talk to you, and they don't realize, man, you're just like them, dude. You're just an average Joe that learned how to do something that you wanted to learn how to do and you liked, and you just fine-tuned it, man. I mean,
that's it, man.
And shared.
Yeah, and you're willing to share. You know, you're not the crypt keeper. You're not the crypt keeper of all the information on how to make good moonshine, and you know, you got it done, man. You're willing to just share your knowledge with anybody.
Yeah, that's the only way to make it better. Like,
right.
You know, somebody might take something I do and find out a better way to do it, and then come back and show me, like, hey, man, you're fucking stupid. Check this out.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I've never been one to like. That's what I didn't like when I first got into it. It's because none of this knowledge was available.
Right.
When me and Ian started making liquor, we was fucking like, what the fuck? You know? We didn't know what to fucking do. We was just like, okay, it's got fucking corn in it and cook it. And,
right.
You know? So, and then we just kept doing it. You know, I've learned a lot from other people like Sean Rigsby. That motherfucker knows all kinds of shit. Knows everybody in
Yeah.
this fucking shit.
No,
Yeah.
don't let him fool you.
Yeah, he's like John Bench, man. Don't let him hear that shit. Yeah.
Like we was over here trying to solder stainless to copper, and I couldn't get it to stick. We tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and fucking Ian was like, "Hey man, how the fuck you make stainless stick to copper?" He's like, "Ruby flux." I mean, now with experience, I've learned I could do it with anything. Like,
Right.
I don't have to have ruby fluid, but in the beginning, if it's your first fucking go at it, you better get some fucking ruby fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But all kinds of shit, man. I've learned from people, but it's more of like learning from a friend. Like, I haven't really got a lot of knowledge out there. Like, I have watched a couple videos of Jesse's and George's when it come to something that I didn't know about and I just couldn't figure out on my own. I was looking for a key bit of fucking knowledge. Hell yeah.
I mean, I looked it up today. I didn't realize you have 398,000 followers just on Facebook, bro.
Yeah, I got 800,000 altogether.
That's insane. The amount of people that you have reached out to and not even tried or had any knowledge of it, and just because of the interest that they have in the moonshine world, or they want to learn how to make better liquor. And it's not just, like you said, gin. I know you've made a rum that I tasted that, man, I was impressed by it, man. That rum you had down there that day was pretty damn good. So, I mean, it's just all a matter of, I don't know that I've had anything that you've said you've made. You've been to parties, handed stuff out. You definitely you don't want to hand somebody a shitty jar. I'll say that. You definitely know when you're handing somebody something, it's a decent jar.
Well, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, if I hand you something and it's shitty, I'm gonna be like, "This is what I made it out of. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't like it as much as I think I could do better." And that's usually what I do.
You handed me something at one of Easy's parties, and you said, I'm not so sure. This is what I did. I think that's what you said. I think I can make it better. I don't remember what it was.
It was apple brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, and I
don't
got
know.
that shit figured out now.
You had a nice variety that night. You were down selling a lot of it. It was damn good.
Well,
the one that really was wild to me was that popcorn. How different but good that popcorn was.
Yeah. I make a lot of shit.
Yeah, you do.
Every time I cook something, usually it's something new. Like,
yeah.
So I'm not gonna, like, every once in a while I'll stumble upon something that's absolutely fucking out of this world, and I'm like, I got to keep that put back. But almost every time I run liquor, it's something I haven't done before.
So what was your best? Hey, let's try this and run it and see what it does. What was your best experimental? This shit's fucking good liquor.
As far as weird shit, or just
was that donuts you made? Was that actually pretty good?
That was fucking terrible, dude. So let me tell you, when I was running it, that first little half a jar was good.
Yeah.
But I should have pulled that away and put a new jar under it, because after that, after I cut the video, that shit got worse and worse and worse because it was so fucking greasy, dude.
You ever ran, I keep seeing a couple guys on these moonshine things. You ever ran any cereal?
We did wine. We made wine out of Captain Crunch.
No shit.
So we did wine out of Captain Crunch before the big cereal craze.
Yeah.
So when they all started doing cereal, me and PHILBILLY's over there like, man, that's gonna be fucking gross. Like, it was 90% sludge.
You guys did that about the same time you did the cake too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you do chocolate cake wine?
That cake was his fucking idea.
It was sludgy.
I'm Captain Crunch. That's Captain fucking Chocolate Cake.
Chocolate cake,
bro.
The motherfucker was like, I got an idea. bought out a box of fucking cake. Was like, let's make cake. I was like, you cake eat motherfucker, let's do it.
I like
But,
cake, man.
Man, you know what's crazy is, you know, I've watched some of everybody's all these podcast lives, and everybody's always commenting there, man, I'm gonna make this Philbilly recipe, I'm gonna make this Big Easy recipe. So you guys have definitely put a lot of shit out there that's intrigued people also to want to try to make some of the same shit you've done, and that's cool as shit too.
Oh hell, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, like, we're the first. We're the first. We're the first internet fellers.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
You had George, you had Jesse, but you didn't have, you know, people that you could really relate with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First outlaw moonshiners to make liquor on video on the fucking internet.
Like, watch this. I'll never forget the first time we made apple brandy. We ran that shit in his driveway. Like, we're in his fucking driveway. There's school buses. Like, we're making videos. There's school buses driving around in the back. And we're just making liquor, and we had no idea. We're making apple moonshine. We called it apple moonshine at the time. And it's like, fuck it. Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, so I will say this about cereal. Like, people have used cornflakes and Raisin Bran for 100 fucking years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's different.
Motherfuckers started putting other cereal that tastes delicious.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
it don't come out tasting like that either.
I'm a fat kid that likes Fruity Pebbles, and one of the moonshine things, I seen the word Fruity Pebble moonshine, and I was like, somebody can make Fruity Pebble moonshine. So that's the reason why I'm intrigued on. I want something that tastes like Fruity Pebbles. These guys are like, man, it's hard to get that, man. It just
post flavor.
You got post flavor, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, extract. I got an extract that tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Then that shit tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
But
probably the same shit they use down at Junction 35 and that Bam Bam.
Yeah, you know, they're all using that, you know, post flavor.
Yeah, we that's the thing that we come out with too. I mean, we didn't come out with it, but you know, we started making wines with extracts, and like what was the first one? Bubblegum.
Bubblegum. Okay,
bubblegum was the first one. I got a bubblegum extract, and we made a wine, and it was fucking great. It was awesome. And it was a wine that tastes like fucking bubblegum. I'm not shitting you. And after that, I fucking bought so many different extracts and just started fucking with them.
So do you use many of those wine bases to make shine with?
I've never used any.
Never used them?
It's to me, it's pricey, and
they are pricey. I noticed that at the brew store.
You have to worry about some of the wine bases. They use high fructose corn syrup in them as their sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But not all of them. Like there's a place in Ohio that sells the 40-pound bags of puree. That's just straight fruit, but it could get pricey, you know. And
Chris and Fred were talking about that. If we ever wanted any fruit, that they've got a good puree hookup.
And they probably get it from the Ohio supplier.
Yeah,
probably.
And what's the fun if those peaches don't explode in your face when you're running them through a spin dryer? You know,
that was fucking terrible.
What's the fun if you're not beating them with a 2x4 and, you know, putting the love into them
when they don't need beat?
Yeah, or what's the fun that if you're making banana wine and Philbilly doesn't open the lid to let it vent, and then he hands it to you like, here, open this, and you open the banana wine and it sprays you all in the face.
Like that's the first time he'd ever been sprayed in the face.
It's the first time I hadn't been warned first. You know,
he didn't get $20 for that one.
No, he didn't get the tap.
Oh, dude, it was all over. And then, so like, I tried to take it off, and it went, and I turned it back on. And I was like, all right, I'm now gonna take it outside because this was in the garage, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it outside, and I'm just gonna crack it and let it just, you know, like the soda, you crack it and let it just air out a little bit, and I tried to do that, and it didn't do it. It just all over the place. I run that juice frog eye, And Greg, to answer your question, man, just throw it all in a pot, add your sugar, and use any type of yeast you want, man.
1060, son. 1060.
Yep. Run that fruit at 1060. You'd be glad you did.
So
And any type of yeast you want to use is all right to use.
Yeah.
So that's a good. That brings up a good question, man. So I'm very new into the world. There seems like there's so many different yeasts out there, man.
There are.
Is there really that big a difference, man?
They all taste different.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
They'll give you a different mouthfeel. It can totally different.
I know there's like yeast for fruit, correct? There's different yeast you want to use for fruit.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, see, I think the yeast come into play when you're making like tequila. You're making, basically with your tequilas and certain types. For me, it's whatever you want to use, realistically. But like when Phil does the tequila, what is that? Is that blue? It's blue, right?
Blue yeast, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Blue Angel.
Yep, tried and
That's
true.
what you told Matt to
No,
get.
no, it's not
Matt
Angel.
to get that.
No,
It's Safe Tech Blue. It's yellow. You're talking about the yellow Angel.
Yeah.
There's a Blue Angel also.
Is there a blue label?
Mhm.
No, this isn't Angel yeast at all. This isn't Chinese. This is love you. This is blue yeast made by Safe Tech, I believe. Well, that's who holds it. That ain't made by them. I mean, it's just it's the strain of blue yeast, but the blue label Angel yeast, that's totally different. That's a different type of yeast.
Okay.
But blue yeast, yeah, and like yeasts all have a different note, like depending, and they're all Saccharomyces cerevisiae, but they're little like different fucking strand of that same yeast. And over time, people change it and find a way to manipulate it. Hell yeah. But yeah, if you're just making liquor, a lot of people won't notice a difference. But if you, over time, get a refined palate, say if you run deity or bread yeast, it's going to taste a little bit different. If you run 71B or EC 1118, there's going to be a little bit of a difference in the flavor of the liquor. But most people starting out, fucking deity or bread yeast, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
most people, it's deity, like deity, and it's fucking deity's going to make liquor. Almost anything you put it in, it's going to make liquor.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing that they say about deity too, that when I did a mash, same gravity, same volume. I did one with deity and one with bread. People say that deity's going to give you the most alcohol, but I got the same alcohol out of the fucking bread yeast. Same amount. So I don't know how that's calculated.
Well, I would think that the deity's going to tolerate a higher gravity than that bread
if you
yeast.
went higher than 1080, maybe.
Yeah. More alcohol, maybe higher on your starting gravity.
Okay, yeah.
Because that bread yeast, more than 10%, it just ain't happening.
Didn't you do a taste test at Farm to Bottle?
Yep.
With the two different
Ain't got
yeasts.
nothing to do.
Yeah.
There was definitely a difference.
That
bread yeast was Phil's favorite.
Even though I kind of fucking knew it, but I picked bread yeast. I did. I mean, that was with corn. That was a sweet fresh corn. It was a fresh corn. But
what's crazy, I can remember there was absolutely a distinct difference in those two jars.
For sure.
Huge.
I still got one each. If anybody's interested, man, I got a collection of shit, dude.
Yeah, you do. Bread yeast was my pick.
A lot of people picked the bread. Well, I mean, it was close. It was close, but overall, at the end, I think more people pick the bread, or was it just me that picked the bread?
Bread yeast won.
I'll have to go back and watch the video. I got a bad fucking memory.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Yeah, so Gordon, I use the SAF. I use the SAF instant. I don't use the Fleischmann's. So
I do have a moonshine almost got me killed story. I got two of them.
Please answer Sean. He's bored. Please answer him.
So, all right, man. I got one. that's probably funny
Maple
and it's
syrup,
fucked
Ty.
up.
Put more maple syrup in there.
And then I got one when I was running a still where I almost blew it up. Which one do you want? You want the one where I almost went to jail and there was like 8 fucking cruisers?
Yeah, that's the one. That sounds like a
Yeah.
much better one.
All right. So, and this one's fucked up if you're watching. I was fucking blacked out drunk, okay? So don't fucking judge me.
Mama says if you don't remember, it didn't happen.
Right.
Well, I know it fucking happened. So my cousin's throwing this fucking party at his apartment complex. We're partying, and you know I'm always into fucking fireworks, dude. I always had quarter sticks of dynamite, M80s and shit. We used to fucking make them. I threw one. We're all fucking drunk, you know, fucking drinking this moonshine that I brought back. I'm fucking about blacked out. I throw one of these motherfuckers. This is an apartment complex, right? Kind of like projecty, but not quite as bad as the projects. But it's built like fucking projects. It rolls under this dude's car, blows up. I'm like, oh shit. This dude starts screaming. Like, oh, you motherfucking. He was fucking black dude. He started screaming and getting all fucking ratchet. And I dealt with it for a second. When I'm drunk, you can run your mouth. You got 30-second window, and I'll let it go. But if I start getting tired of hearing your voice, I'm gonna fucking go after you. And that's basically I had fucking armful of beers. I'm over there like, all right, I didn't mean it. Calm down. He kept running his fucking mouth. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, motherfucker. I started going the fuck off. You know, I said some bad shit to that man right to his fucking face. And he pulled out a gun, and I still said some bad shit to him. I shouldn't have said the shit I said to him. I imagine you guys can imagine what the fuck I said to him.
Not a
said
clue.
that shit to him, even though he had a fucking pistol. And I started throwing fucking beer bottles at him. And he had a gun, and I didn't give a fuck because I was drunk as fuck. And I was young, and I was in a bad place in my life. You know what I mean? At that point in time, I was fucking damn near homeless. And I didn't give a fuck. He could have fucking pulled that trigger out when I gave a shit. So I throw a fucking beer bottle at him. Motherfucker above his door. He's walking in his door, busts, fucking beer and glass everywhere. And he went from I'll shoot you to calling the cops on us. And everybody knew like cops are on their way. And after that happened, I was fucking being a dumbass. I said some shit like, I'll whoop everybody's ass. I was fucking riled up. You know, I'll whoop everybody's ass in this motherfucker. And this little wannabe dude, I called him Eminem because he looked like fucking Eminem. Started mumbling. It's like, you can whoop my ass. And I ignored it for about 30 fucking seconds. And he had his girlfriend with him. And I heard him mumble again. I said, you know what, Eminem, fuck you, motherfucker. Let's go. So I start going after him. His girlfriend jumps in. No. Stop it. And I was like, I told you run your fucking mouth. I'll beat your ass. All these people trying to hold me back. He runs down, goes in his apartment. And then everybody's like, we got to go, dude. We got to go. So we get in the car and we go back to El Dorado. And El Dorado's like hills have eyes around here. Like it's where the inbreds live.
It's like it's a woodlot down in a hole. Like it's a little neighborhood off a back road. Down. It's like a hole. Like you get back in there and it's a hole. And that's where, you know.
So I'm riled up. And my cousin slips me some Xanaxes.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm fucking wild. I'm crazy. I'm ready to roll. You know what I mean? He slips me some Xanaxes. I go even fucking worse. Like, I get bumbling, falling down. I can't. I'm fucking falling down.
You're wallering in the fire pit.
Wrestling with a guy. I can't even stand up. Motherfucking slam me on a picnic table. Fucking Dusty. Fucking asshole. And,
Dusty ain't with us no more.
But sober, he would have never fucking thought about that shit. And then I jump in a fire pit on my fucking hands and knees. I'm throwing fucking coals at people. You was there for the fire pit part, wasn't you, Ian?
Yeah, I was. And I'm just like, this motherfucker's stupid.
I black out, go out in the woods.
And we're all leaving. I'm like, "Where's Phil?" And like, he left. And I'm like, "Well, motherfucker, grown ass man, he left." You know, like, what am I gonna do? Like, he ain't around. It's time to go. Like, I didn't want to sit next to him anyways. Motherfucker covered in fire dust and shit. You know, motherfucker, he a fire coal walker that night. He a fire walker. Same time. You're right. Fire walker Phil.
Dude, I come back out of the woods and everybody's gone. I'm still fucking. I don't know, dude. I can't fucking.
This was
look
probably
up.
like 4 hours later. This motherfucker done went on a magical adventure over to Narnia and shit.
I thought I was.
The woods. Thought he was in Plaza and shit. Plaza's like 10 miles from where we were at and shit. And
I'm about to try to swim across the river. I thought it was a creek. It was a fucking river. I would have drowned.
We weren't even near a river. Like the river.
There's a river back there, bro.
Okay.
There's a river. If you go back far enough, the river runs through fucking there.
In Phil's mind, a fucking river run through everywhere that night.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was surprised I didn't die, but motherfucker slipped me a whole bunch of Xannies. And then Teresa.
Why your knees so ashy? Why your knees so ashy, Phil?
Oh, I was burnt. I had burns on my elbows, on my knees and shit.
Those was rug burns. We know what them was from.
Yeah.
Those was
Dude, I woke up.
Those was from the Sentai pad.
Teresa found my apartment. We went to every apartment building in the fucking in the whole city because I didn't know where I lived. I was that fucked up. Finally, I wake up the next day in my apartment on the couch, no pants. Like, where the fuck are my pants?
Burnt knees.
Pants are over in the corner. I had just got my check. That was fucking Friday night. All my money was gone. Motherfucker robbed me.
Oh, shit.
He went on a score, man.
I about died. I about killed somebody too. I about died too. That black dude, he's a fucking drug dealer. He told my cousin the next day, he said, "Man," he said, "your cousin's the craziest motherfucker I ever seen in my life." He's like, "I don't ever want to see that motherfucker again. He is out of his fucking mind." He was like, "I about killed him. He was throwing beer bottles at me when I had a pistol." I was like, "What the fuck you gonna do, man? Fucking moonshine, son. That's good corn liquor right there."
That's a slow night. That's a slow night.
Hey, that's a slow night for Phil.
Hillbilly land, man.
Man.
That was a slow night.
Good old corn liquor.
That's
that it'll get you, man.
Yeah, I said some terrible shit to that black fella.
That right there is why you don't drink with Philbilly.
So that's why Xanax and corn liquor do not mix, children.
So look, I had a rule. I'm like, look, man, we're gonna go over to this thing, but at 10:30 we gone because Philbilly got till 10:30. After 10:30, you just waste time to go, man. It's you leave and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna watch from Facebook because the show is always good from Facebook. He'd be like, funny. "Oh, I deleted it. I don't even know what I said." And I'd be like, "Hold on, here you go. I screenshotted it for you." I know
some shit, dude. Oh, I don't know why, but when I'm drunk, I'm filled full of hate, man. A hateful motherfucker.
You always know the next morning, like, hey, everyone, I'm sorry. I just want to tell everybody I'm sorry. That was I don't know what happened. And I'm like, here's what happened. Check this out.
Yeah, he's be like, I got it.
Dude, when I'm drunk, I'm somebody else.
That's like
I've made videos. I've made videos. Like, I'll go off on my wife. I'll be like, I'll make a video and be like, "Fuck you, you fucking pussy." It's like, you're going to see this tomorrow, motherfucker. Talking to tomorrow me, man. I'm not shitting you. Like, you're going to see this. It's like, don't you apologize. Don't be a fucking bitch. I'm watching it. I delete before I even, I'll delete myself. Fuck you, dude. You're an asshole.
As soon as he's like, "Hey, motherfucker." He's like, "Oh, delete that shit. Delete that. I know what's going down."
That's what happens, dude. I'm not shitting you. I got like a fucking alter fucking personality. Crazy.
That's why Philbilly ain't allowed to drink no more.
Oh shit. So
Bean 2.0.
Yeah,
no, that's the original Bean. That's the original Bean.
Making still parts, was that just getting tired of not being able to find shit and have to order shit? We'll just we'll just fucking make it on our own. Is that how that kind of came about?
Kinda. We wanted to make liquor in other ways, make better still than what we had.
That
You
and
know. And
What was
people,
was the very first thing you made, was that like a modification for a Vever? Is that kind of how it
just
got
cake
started?
still. Cake
cake
still.
still,
Cake still
just
started.
a cake still.
Yeah. Old son introduced me to cake stills, and I was like, check this shit out.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, did you know? We had no idea. Old son introduced me to cake stills, and it was like, holy fucking shit. And then from there, it turned into, modifying Vevers, and then got introduced to the jar rigs, old Rick Gibson and Sean, and just seeing what these other people, because like when we were on YouTube, it was still just us. You know what I'm saying? There still wasn't this big giant. Even 3 or 4 years on YouTube, it still wasn't this big giant community. It wasn't until Sean was like, "Hey man, you should come on over to TikTok and check out TikTok." And so I went over to TikTok, and it was cool as shit. I told Phil about it, and so we got TikToks, and it kind of exploded from there. There was a much bigger community that wasn't the shithole Facebook community. It was a lot of different people. So
Right. Well, one thing I can say, I've met some wonderful people through you guys, and it's not just really through you guys; it's the whole community. But you guys are, it's a unique group, man. I mean, like Phil said earlier, man. Yeah, there's a little bickering and a little fighting, and there's a couple assholes here and there, but for the most part, man, the Shiner community, man, you guys are willing to help and give each other advice.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of that is, transfers over to like, hey man, I have this problem with my still, and then, well, shit, we'll try this. So, you guys have definitely helped a lot of people.
Oh yeah. I guarantee you've helped a lot that you don't even know. Just I pick up a lot just watching your videos.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Fucking
yeah.
It's what I like. It's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
we love it.
You don't do a lot of your podcast much anymore. You kind of lay back and let them other fellas take care of it. But man, you're very knowledgeable, and I feel like it's something that it might be something that you need to look into doing now, to maybe not so much shit show style, but do you like a little information, dude? You
that's what Santa's for.
No.
I was about to say, now
I had seen an advertisement for a new podcast coming out later this fall.
Well, it's funny
American
you say that,
Bourbon.
Ian.
Is it I thought it was like a 2.0, but it's going to be American. Was it copyright infringement? You got to change it to American Bourbon.
They don't own that.
Have you ever smuggled anything somewhere inside of you, Phil?
A couple times.
All right.
It wasn't larger than a big ass turkey, though. I mean, maybe it was the same size as a big ass turkey.
All right.
But it wasn't bigger than a big ass turkey.
Whiskey with a C. I got you. Now, turkeys come in different sizes. So we talking 12,
a 15
pound.
It wasn't bigger than a 15.
Okay, a good
it'll go to deep fryer.
So it wasn't a turkey breast. To say it was a full
it was a whole. He was stuffed too. He was double.
It wasn't like one of those little.
It was double stuffed.
It wasn't no Cornish game hen.
It wasn't a gerbil. It was a groundhog.
What'd you fill him with? What'd you fill him with?
It was homemade stuffing.
Oh, okay.
But did you do any? Did you snitch? Did you snitch on anybody?
They should kill me, dude. No, seriously.
We don't even joke about that around here, Uncle Joey.
I know. I know.
Did you get smacked?
I fucking hope not. I hope not. I really don't want to get smacked.
He got his ass slapped. Yeah. He got his ass slapped. So,
no, like that shit was kind of weird to me. Like I've never had somebody tell me they was gonna tell on me before, since like maybe 3rd grade or some shit.
Yeah.
Last time somebody told on me, I was a little kid, and I was just fucking, that shit blew my mind.
Yeah.
I love him, Daniel.
Well, you know, when you advertise selling liquor on Facebook and Snapchat, you know, you can talk about telling on people.
That was just weird. I
Yeah.
I can't, like, dude, this is my livelihood. I get, like, I get he didn't want to fucking joke about it, but
We were all just fucking having fun, bro.
I mean, we were busting balls. That's all,
that was
man.
one big funny fucking comment section.
We bust balls. Like,
and it got, yeah.
we bust balls hard. You know,
So-
old Phil started a group chat and added us all to it. And I think
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I think he wasn't sure at first, like, holy fuck, man, these dudes really go after each other. We go after each other hard.
Yeah,
And then
it's
some
fucking
feelings
awesome.
got hurt. And
Yeah, not by us. Like, you know,
No.
it's always a third party that can't take it. So
the shit that I said was just fucking joshing them. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
kidding, man. I making a joke. Motherfucker act like he worked for the CIA or some shit. He was ready to run and tell on me. I was like, bro, what the fuck? So now it's just still busting balls, you know? It's just fucking
Right,
busting
absolutely.
balls, bud. You know, if you can't handle it, you know, hanging around with the wrong motherfuckers.
You can't be afraid to get in trouble doing illegal shit, and you got to be able to fucking handle busting balls. And like,
You
especially
can't be a part.
if you could give it, you got to take it because it's going to be your turn. Eventually, it's your turn.
man,
But,
you
man-
know, at some point you got to stand there and let it be your turn, man.
It's
You really do. And if you got thin skin, ooh, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard to take. You know,
Yeah.
Look at orangutan. You know what I mean? Tom took it well.
That motherfucker's an orangutan for life.
Orangutan.
We love
for
orangutan.
life. Fucking orangutan.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
Tom Crumb.
Fuck you, Tom Crumb.
Fuck you, Tom
Did
Crumb.
you just say you wish my wife was dead? Like, nobody said that, motherfucker. Nobody ever said that.
He said that about my wife.
Somebody get Beetlejuice on here, man.
Hey,
Let's
fucking
go.
get him on here. Message him, Phil. You got his
You didn't
number.
say you wish my wife would die.
Get him
Somebody
on here.
get
I'm going
his-
to put in an order for some grain.
Yeah. If we say his name 3 times, he might appear.
Every time I'm going to
73%
fucking to Gatlinburg, you drive past Stinky Creek.
Is
You
that
see a
so?
sign, Stinking Creek, and I'm always like, goddamn Stinking Creek, man.
Yep.
Fucking John Miller. We should stop off and see if he's having a motherfucker.
See, I was curious if that was the same Stinky Creek that he's referring.
It's got to be, man. It's Eastern Tennessee. Like, I don't know, but I'd imagine. So
Yeah.
Oh, I've never paid attention.
You go past it every time, man.
every time, big old sign.
Yeah,
And you're
huge.
like, goddamn, home of the trannies.
Bud Light.
Hey, hold on, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to say that word anymore, I guess. That word is no longer allowed. I don't know what else to call it. Confused.
Man, you know, I really hate that too. Like, I hate that motherfucker had to fall off the rails like that and just be that way, because that's another fucking dude. Like some of these people, you know, they could go down and they could actually help go down in history as a fucking legendary something.
You know what?
But then-
Yeah.
You're gonna go down in history as a legendary fucking thief, you know, shit
Yeah.
like that, like a legendary fucking con man.
And, you know, I don't care. He can disappear for 5 years, and I feel like if he would pop his head up, you're a fucking thief. No one's going to forget that, man. The community
No.
don't forget.
No.
That's
but,
it.
You know, it comes down to you as a person. Like, I'm not going to rip you off for fucking $100 or shit. If we're out, I'm going to be like, hey, man, I paid the tab. Fuck you. You know, like,
Imagine that.
and that's just how it is, you know, like, just some
It's
people,
shitty.
some
but
people
you
can't
control it.
pass up tens of thousands of dollars because
Yeah.
they've never seen it. And it's shitty to prey on the kindness of good fellers. And like I said, there's a lot of good fellers.
man, the Shine community has come together so many times when there's been stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been awesome to sit back and watch, man. It really has.
I bet.
And
Bet
Phil,
over
you've
the
been a big
years,
part of it too, man. That's awesome.
The Shine community has donated $1 million in raffles and this and that, and just helping people and
gotta be, yeah,
and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we're all fucking poor, but if we put our poor power together, we can fucking help somebody.
Because the numbers are so big, it makes it. That's
$10 from 1,000 people is $10,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not hard to come by. You know, like motherfucker ain't got $10,000 to donate, but yeah, I got 9,999 people I know. We all got $10.
There you go.
Yep.
That's how it should be.
And it's just, I don't know, man. Sometimes doing that shit kind of deterred me. Like I wanted to do more of it because I wanted to help people, even though like I don't have the money to fucking put up. Every once in a while we could build something and raffle it, then we can organize it. But there's always a few people that want to fucking bitch and complain, and it makes me like
afterwards.
Makes me like they didn't win, so they're mad. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you did it right. Like, what the fuck? Hey, step up, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm already doing 1,000 things. I'm trying.
After the first raffle, PHILBILLY was in on it. They put on. Then I got everybody together, like message Phil and ask him why it was rigged, ask him why it was fucked up. Like fucking 10 people message him, like, why did it rig? Why did he win? He's just fucking with it.
I'm fucking out.
Shit's funny.
Somebody else could do it. I'll advertise for you, but I'm not running it. Fuck that. But I will. We'll say I did change it to where I won't allow nothing to go on if somebody don't have a fucking GoFundMe.
Fuck that's GoFundMe's the way to go. That way the money goes straight to them.
Yeah, it is a damn shame that it happened, but at least you guys are aware now. You know, the rat is out there. Janet, you're a piece of shit. And, you know, everybody knows now. So you guys will never get fooled by that man ever again.
No, but the worst part is he's still out there fooling new folks, you know, like he's still building that cult, man, new folks. So what? Yeah, go ahead, Phil. You got another story about how about killed you? I ain't got no moonshine about killed me stories.
All right, so twice, 2 times. One time we got this big jar rig, and
I wasn't there on that. I went home.
Fucking 8 jars. Well, I'm just got done working. I'm trying to do yard work, and I'm trying to clean that 8-jar rig running at 55. It's got fucking 2 sets of jars, 2 bypasses on the front, on the back, all these levers. You know what I mean?
It's set up to run parallel. Run one side, or you could run the other. You could run them at the same time, but you'd have to.
So is it 4 and 4 or
4 and 4? Yeah, 4 on each side.
Can you run like 2 separate infusions?
Yeah.
But
you got to turn off the knobs.
Yeah, you can run one flavor, and then when all that's done, you could switch over, run the other side.
So there's 3 knobs in the front and 3 knobs in the back. So I'm running the front set, clean them out. I'm like, all right, the motherfuckers are clean. I'm out here with a blower in my hand, like, oh, I'm gonna go switch this real quick. Clean the back ones. I forgot to open the very back set.
Oh shit!
I opened the front. I closed the front off. Opened the back front. But I didn't open the front back or the front. Yeah, front back. So I'm like, all right, I go about do my business, right? I'm out doing fucking yard work, and if I would have not opened the front or the back front, it would have fucking blowed some shit up.
So we're all just already lost on the backs and the fronts and the sides.
Yeah. So the back set of jars.
I'm following.
So the back set of jars, I just see steam coming out, and I'm like, are those gaskets bad? What the fuck? And there's just steam coming out of the top of the fucking jar lids, just shooting everywhere out of all fucking 4 of them, especially the front 3. And I got to looking and was like, holy shit. I didn't open them fucking back ones, man. God damn. That could have been bad news, son. I hurried up.
It was just building up in there.
Yeah, building up pressure.
Out of the fucking gaskets, dude. Yeah, so, I mean, that's another sign that jars are safer than we think they are. The leak out
So
was
basically, you blew
lit.
the gaskets out before you blew the jars up.
Exactly.
They were leaking first, yeah.
yeah.
And it was just water. It was just steam. It was vapor, water vapor. It wasn't liquor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And so we got a buddy, Old Tennessee Texan. He's got an 8-jar rig, and he had his valves closed, and he didn't realize it. And then he saw his pot was like up to fucking max on the thermometer, and he kicked that bypass open, and he shocked that jar, and it blew that jar in half, exploded it. Like, it exploded that jar down. He had to cut it down and put new jars on. And it also, it blew a pinhole in his thumper that he just got at the same time because he built up so much pressure and he released it so fast. And that's something that we tell people when you're running those bypasses, you're running that bypass full bore when you're blowing your heads through and you go into that jar, you want to kick it in slowly because if you just crank it in there, you could blow that whole jar out, that first jar from that temp change.
Another thing, I about burnt my fucking self up with steam. We built a 20-gallon, and I was checking it and running it, and I was done running it, and it has a pressure relief valve in it, but it don't have no. As a safety precaution, I like to go ahead and release the pressure myself. So I took this fucking tri-clamp loose while it just got done running because I didn't want to forget and walk away. Well, it was the pipe that met the cap that goes over and down to the thumper. I released that motherfucker. It was just like whoosh, fucking hot liquid everywhere. It didn't hit me, but I was like, damn, I knew I should have thrown a rag over top of that motherfucker like a radiator cap. That was a close one. So when y'all run stills, man, you got to be fucking in it. Like, I'm always doing multiple shit because this ain't only what I love to do, it's also my job. Plus, I'm doing other jobs and fucking, I always got 100 things going, man. When you're running a still, pay the fuck attention and be safe. I mean, because shit happens. Like, people do get fucked up. People do get burnt.
Well, I mean, just
accidents. You ever collapsed a copper still?
No.
I've seen some pictures, man. Some guys have ruined some still.
You gotta pop that neck, man. You gotta pop that collar.
Hey, we will fix it for you.
We'll definitely blow it out.
We'll blow that motherfucker back up. It'll be a little fucking.
Yeah. Everybody don't worry about it. Phil will fix it.
Just like you talk about, you never know. You can't see the problems when you have one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's inside. So, like, just think of all the people that me and Sean have had on. They're like, man, I had a fucking grape, a raisin. I had this. It just shot up into my worm. I had no idea it was clogged. And, and so, like, hearing all those stories, I'm always like, man, I don't use whole fruit. I don't use chunky shit in my thumper. I'm a liquid concentrate or a puree or, real fine. Just because you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You shoot something up, even when you're running those jars, like you see these people, they got these jars so full, they're 3/4 away full of liquid, and they're just pushing, you know what I'm saying? And
that's
you have
another reason.
No idea if, it's going to get clogged. And
when I build thumpers, I make it touch the fucking bottom because of that. Every time.
So you can't get nothing up under there?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you can't clog that motherfucker. You put some pudding down in there, some goddamn porridge down there, but I put it on the bottom of the fucking copper and then I solder it in. I do it with every thumper that I make. I know he does it a little different than I do, but that's just why I do it.
I leave a gap at the bottom. I'm more worried about the exit pipe. I'm more worried about shooting shit up into that exit pipe. But you know what I'm saying? There's a million different ways.
Do you make a shorter exit pipe then? Do you not have your exit pipe very long?
No, I mean, usually your exit pipe, you want only hanging in as little as possible. Quarter of an inch, maybe, if possible.
So you're talking about how full they let it get full where
They fill it up and then it starts puking shit in. Like what was it? The episode of Master Distiller where they ran beer. The one feller, he had put way too much shit in his stumper.
Tyler.
And he didn't get anything out of his worm because it was just pushing liquid from his stumper. Now, say he had raisins or apples or something in there. When he's pushing that liquid through like that, well,
It's going to push them right in.
It's going to push them right in. It's going to clog it on you. So, like I said, it's just something to be wary of. Watch your temp gauges. If they're fucking jacked all the way up and you're not getting anything out of it, well, there's a reason.
Shut her down.
Shut her down. Pop your collars and do what you got to do because you got a problem. So,
oh yeah,
and it's just something I don't like to use thermometers, but they do have a place and they do have things for you to use.
Yeah.
Like
a thermometer is a reference.
Yes, and if it's like that some bitch is buried at 250 and there's nothing coming out of the worm, well, let's why?
Open that motherfucker up.
Yeah, why? There's a reason.
That's what it is, really. I mean, the number one thing I use my thermometer for, and the only thermometer I use is in the pod. Like, now, if you have one on a still, use that one. But I prefer, like, there's 3 on this still here. The only one I pay attention to is the one in the pod. I've never looked at the other 2. There's one in the cap and one in the worm. I've never looked at.
I've never run a still that had one pass.
And the only reason why I pay attention to it is because I heat up quick, and I don't want to fucking heat up. Once I'm between 170, 190, that's when I start dialing in because it's electric. And I would do that same thing if I was on gas. But that's the only reason why I pay attention to it. It's because I heat up really fast and really hard because I'm impatient. I'm not one of them dudes that's like, I got nothing else to do all fucking day but sit here and watch this thing heat up for 7 hours. I'm going to heat up in 45 fucking minutes. If I'm not dripping in 45 minutes, I'm pissed off. That's what it is.
So is that why you run electric now?
Well, that and it's easier to walk away from for a moment.
Right,
convenience, man. It's just convenient. It's easy.
It is.
If I had 220 in the barn, I wouldn't run fucking propane, but I ain't got 220 and shit.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an
electrician.
Well, I know one too. Sean's been waiting for fucking 6 months now.
I think. Sean,
how's it feel, Sean? How's it feel?
I think he's second on the list. Yeah.
No, it's really far away too, but it's convenience. Like I said, it's easier. It's convenient. It's cost efficient. Like your electricity bill goes up, but just think, man, like if you're running a big ass still, you got to have 30, 100-pound tanks of propane, and they're going to run out, and you got to have them filled. You're either going to pay somebody to come out and fill them, or you're going to tow them to the place. And it is definitely the electricity is more convenient, and it's easier to use because it doesn't have all this bullshit. And like even with the propane, as you run, you have to keep turning your flame up because your pressure in your tank drops. So it's not just set it, forget it. But on the electric, it's just like, all right, this is where it runs at. Perfect for me. That's where it is. I mean, that's just what it is.
I run both. Like I got keg still that I run, and I do still use propane all the time. But as far as like having a set pot still, I got an area, I got water chillers, and that's how I run that thing. But I do run on propane still. And I run a jet burner. So that fucking when I run that thing, it's like I crank that motherfucker up to where it's dangerous, bro. I don't give a fuck.
If I can keg glowing red at the bottom and shit.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, hey Sean, grab that and help me dump it. Yeah, wait for it to be glowing red though.
We've had one glowing red out here not too long ago. It was a 5-gallon. That motherfucker, remember? I was like, look at that fucking keg. It was fucking glowing red.
Oh, dude. Steam that son bitch, man. We about to test it up. So yeah. I got a jet burner for kegs, and then I got a big banjo style I use on my copper. Just because
those are nice.
I like the banjos.
So that's my question
on it.
What is better for keg, banjo or jet?
Man, that jet burner heats up that stainless something fierce. Like,
But it's loud as fuck.
Loud as fuck.
I was
man.
about to say your neighbors are gonna know you got something going on.
I mean, shit. I've a
a
small ass turkey fryer or turkey burner will run a keg, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you got flame, you'll be all right. You can run it off anything. Just if you want to heat up really fast and just blast it through, jet burner.
Yeah.
Dual head.
It'll turn the bottom of your keg black. Or your pot, whatever you're cooking.
Hey, I've seen 2 of those jet burners run 100+ stainless pot like it wasn't shit. So they will run anything you want, man.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a black pot.
Oh yeah, you scrub it.
You get that soot to get all over you, but it'll heat that motherfucker up.
That's also one thing about the jet burner is when like you're running and you turn it down really low because your drip. Then it's going to soot up your keg real bad. Whereas the banjo style, they don't soot so much. It's got the nice little air valves on them. You can adjust to keep your flames. So, there's pluses and minuses.
I've never used one of the banjo ones, man. They're cool looking though. I've always wanted one, but
yeah, and they're about the same price too.
Yeah.
So
I got one in Bayou something.
Bayou Classic.
Yeah. That's
what I've got.
That motherfucker will cook. So
I feel that the electric takes a little longer to heat up than the gas because with the gas you're able to push so much more heat. Like you're not just limited to running 20 amps at 5,000 watts or 5,500 watts. You're running fucking 200,000 BTUs cranked up. You're cooking shit. So you definitely heat up faster with that jet burner than you will with electric.
Yeah. I cooked. I had a birthday party once, and I took my big old 15. I got a 15-gallon stainless pot. I'm sure you guys have seen it in all my fucking videos. I made spaghetti on that fucking jet burner. I was like, let's get this water going quick, son. Fucking, I put like shit ton of water in there, and I had it boiling in no time. And then I cranked it down, threw a bunch of spaghetti. I mean, it was an industrial size amount of spaghetti, dude. But the jet burners are good. I turn it down once you're fucking boiling and you add shit to it, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it will scorch shit up real quick. So, hey, Brian, man, that cake's going to last as long. You can cook that thing a million times until you scorch the inside. Yep. You scorch the inside. If you can't get in there to clean it out, then throw it out and get a new one, man. But you can cook on that thing 100 times. Like, dude, one year I ran fucking 300 or 400 gallons through a cake, and that's a lot of fucking runs in a year through a cake, man. And they, it'll last you forever, man. Till you scorch the inside, and then they're cheap to get a new one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The salt trick works too. Mm-hmm. If you can't get another one, take a whole fucking thing of salt, put it in there, boiling water, and boil that motherfucker for a couple hours. And
somebody somewhere along the line said they put chains in theirs.
Anything you can put in there that will, scar it up, mar it up. Shit, take it some bits to the car wash and hit it with that 4,000 fucking PSI.
Yeah.
Shit, like we've been at the car wash before, spraying out kegs and get all this nasty shit out of here.
Yep. You do what you got to do. I had to do that one when the one I got from Shua. I got one from Shua and it had a goddamn cake. It's caked. I was like, God damn, dude, I just got this fucking thing. I ran liquor in it. Liquor come out nasty. I was like, what the fuck? When I was done, there was a burnt cake in the bottom of that motherfucker. And I just started spraying. We took it to the car wash and sprayed that fucker out.
Right there at the car wash.
Chipping shit out of it. Like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know. It was nasty, but now we make our own kegs. So, but yeah, if you buy a keg from us, clean that motherfucker because we don't know what's in the bottom of it. I'm not mad.
I pop the spear out and I flip it upside down. I don't rinse it out. I don't do shit. I pop the spear out. I rinse it out. I take an old rag and shove it in the neck so it don't leak fucking nasty beer in the box while it ships. And then when it gets to you, clean that sumbitch out, buddy.
Yeah, salt and vinegar, son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give her a boil. Give her a spray. See, I remember Sean shipped a keg once. I think it's still en route to West Virginia. Oh shit! Well, let's go on ahead and switch up speeds a little bit here. And if you were part of a human centipede, what part would you be? Now, like I've established that I'm the head. I'm a head. I can only be a head. Now, if I was in the middle or the back, it would have to be behind some chick. That way, it wasn't weird. It was just like an.
I'm behind a chick. We got that.
I can't.
Agreed
No. Uncle Joey already stated that he wanted to be behind Phil.
Yeah, he's behind me.
I don't know why, but he likes what he likes. So
I thought that
he likes turkey.
No fucking kink shaming, bro.
I did.
I thought that him and Big Sturge had to fight over that position.
Well,
because I asked Sturge, I was like, "Where do you want to be?" But he never really answered me. I was like, you could be behind me or be behind Uncle Joey. That's the positions that we have open. He never really answered.
Can we alternate, like dude, chick?
Yeah,
I got a chick. Definitely.
Dude, chick.
Nice, but I'm the head.
No. I established that I was the only dude that got a chick in front of him.
I know. So like,
I don't think that's. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm the beginning, so that makes chick behind me, and then PHILBILLY.
That whole listen, we've got a group. We've got a group going that if you miss out for an hour, you've missed so much. And you jump in and they're talking about a human centipede and I don't know what was going on.
So look,
it's a solid question. Like
A&W Root Beer had a podcast and these motherfuckers were talking about some true crime shit. And I was like, hey man, I got the idea. I was like, let's talk about the centipede. If we had to be in a centipede.
If you haven't ever seen the Human Centipede movie, watch it. Don't expect a lot other than to be like, what the fuck did I just watch? But you'll respect it at the end.
They banned my comments, and I kind of felt like
so wait a minute.
Sad.
Let's talk about
hurt my feelings.
Let's talk about something for a minute. So how do you have a live format podcast that allows people to interact and comment and then block their comments and ban their comments, man?
Pick and choose.
Because we're fucking idiots.
I understand that part. Like,
because we troll the fuck out of people.
it is a rough go sometimes.
Oh, dude, some of the shit I say and come up with, I don't blame them for banning my comments. I just like busting their balls because it's funny as fuck.
But what I'm saying is though, have you ever deleted or banned any comments?
No. Nope.
That's my point.
I had somebody talking about blackmailing me in my comments and ended up being my wife fucking with me. I was still posting them up there on the fucking screen like, what the fuck did you got of me? Because, there's all kinds of shit that I've done in my life that's crazy as fuck. But, I ain't giving you no money, man. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Ain't no money to give you first. Like,
yeah, I'm broke. You're gonna have to show the world.
You would be easier to get an aggressive handy out of me than you would fucking getting money out of my pocket. Like, look, man, I got plenty of this, bro. Just whatever.
That's an option.
I'm not very good at it.
No, I know that.
Tendinitis, man. Like, I could go for a minute, but I'm like, and then I got to take a break, go to the other arm.
Yeah, here, just finish yourself,
I got to take a break.
A minute.
Keep switching,
Yeah, ain't no worry about that.
You ever jackhammer a bitch with a dildo? Like,
man,
is that too inappropriate for y'all's podcast?
No. Ban Phil's comment. Block his comment. Block the blue corn. Hey, I have seen some dude fuck another dude's mouth with a blue corn dildo before.
That's killer.
I have seen a man have a blue corn in his mouth.
That's killer, dude.
Is that really a man?
If a guy could joke like that then why they get so butthurt about the other shit? Like
that shit's awesome. Like, let's
is
be
it because you had a girl on the podcast?
Man,
it's dude, chicks aren't like forbidden fruit anymore. It's 2025, bro. They can hear some shit. I married a fucking monster. She says she'll call me a cocksucking monkey for no reason. I'm like, what the fuck? Cocksucking monkey, fuck you, bitch. You know, women aren't forbidden fruit no more. We this ain't the Wild West.
Yeah, dude, they're savages. Yeah, Matt's a tranny.
I mean, let's be honest, Phil. Being married to you, I'm sure that's
fucking granny tranny.
Granny tranny. I'm into that shit now. You guys just fucked me up.
I'm into that. You know what I'm looking at?
Hold on, guys. Let me open a new tab.
I'll get my breast tomorrow.
GrannyTrannies.com.
Already there, Pappy Trans.
Pappy Trans. Pudding Cup.
What's your stage name?
What's your stage name? I'm the Granny Tranny.
JELLO.
Who wants to get on the Pappy Trans bus?
For seriously though, listen, bro. Y'all remember fucking Pudding Pops?
Oh yeah.
The best shit in the fucking world, and now they don't exist. Like,
well,
Pudding Pops were fucking banging as a kid.
They were, but I mean,
yeah, they were.
But here's my thing: like, motherfucking Subway sandwiches still exist. You know why the fuck Pudding Pops don't exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is up with? Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, I can still go get a Subway. It's like $15 for a flavorless sandwich. But
how are you gonna have flavorless ham and cheese? Like,
so what? Because he roofied some bitches, they don't make Pudding Pops no more. I mean,
no, they quit making them before that.
I know. Yeah, they did disappear. They did.
Greatest thing ever. Fucking Pudding Pops.
Gotta agree.
Can you make pudding and just freeze it? Is the same thing?
It ain't never the same.
Yeah.
It ain't never the same.
No, you gotta have the little sprinkle of magic dust from fucking Bill Cosby.
Mark Morgan.
Yeah, good damn Pudding Pop and put it in your bitch.
I feel that in my soul.
Who, Mark Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Mine's 5'8".
Hey, by the way, happy birthday, April.
Happy birthday, April.
She's late.
Happy birthday.
That's why I was late. We went out to dinner. Mom was like, "You guys want to go to the Texas Roadhouse?" Like, fuck yeah, man. I ate like 4 pounds of rolls. Goddamn rolls, man. And they start bringing you your food, and you're just like, bro, there's so many rolls in here. There's no room. I can't pile on top. So you're sitting there, and then before you fucking know it, you're eating another roll. Like, and you're just like, dude, how am I still eating these rolls? And then you're like,
honey butter, dude.
And then, I put the little cinnamon in it. And then, like, before you leave, you're like, oh my God, I'm so miserable.
Eat so many rolls. You end up
I got the carb sweats. And he's like, would you like some to go? And you're like, well, fuck yeah, I would like some rolls to go. And so you're in the car on the way
butter,
home.
Please.
Yeah, you're in the car on the way home. I'm fucking digging in the bag, eating a roll on the way home. And you're like, dude, I didn't even eat any food. But I swear to God, I ate 47 fucking rolls, and I'm so full.
Miserable. Miserable the next day.
Y'all remember Ponderosa and them little chicken wings?
Oh, bro. Listen, Hillsboro, Ohio still has a Ponderosa.
Really?
Yep.
There's one in Columbus.
I remember, like,
37 dead chicken carcasses on the table.
Oh, yeah. We
went also a York Steakhouse in Columbus.
So we would go out to Wittenberg. We'd pick up computer waste out in Wittenberg, and there was a KFC there that had an all-you-could-eat buffet for lunch. And dude, we went in there, and dude, I ate so many motherfucking like chicken breasts and thighs and legs, and there's just a mountain of carcasses on my tray. Like, it wasn't even a plate; it was a tray. Every time we had to pick up out there, I'm like, bro, we going to that KFC? We going to that KFC? And if they didn't have it out there, we're like, hey, man, can we get stuff that's on the menu that's not out here? I'm like, yeah, what do you want? We're like, livers and gizzards. Livers and gizzards, man.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Pass them innards over here.
Yeah, they're good.
Dude, my dad used to eat livers and gizzards by the bucket, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah,
they're
that's
They're
the good
fucking
shit.
awesome.
banging, dude.
But see, y'all two motherfuckers eating pig's feet and
Yeah, dude. Like I ate some sardines today from Dollar Tree, dude, and I swear
Them
they
ain't
look like
sardines, dude. Them
they
are
look like
bluegill.
bluegills, dude. It was whole ass fish,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
You pull a fucking sardine the size of your hand out of a can.
Yeah,
That's
out
not
of
a
a can.
sardine.
It's a full size
a
can too.
fucking bluegill, dude.
And I was like,
And
"Bah!"
the belly's all slimy.
Yeah, he's right down the pipe. Dude, my thing about those pig's feet were they were way too much vinegar. They didn't have nothing to them, and they just
There
put in
was
that
no
vinegar.
meat on them whatsoever. It was just skin.
Well, they're supposed like once they pickle so long, those feet are supposed to like fall apart, and you get in there and you gotta suck the cartilage and stuff out between the knuckles. But it was so hard, and it was so much vinegar that it was just
That one
It
still
wasn't
had
there.
hair on it. I didn't fuck with that.
Ah,
I can't fuck with the hairy clit foot, dude. It
I was
had
about
a
to say
hairy clit.
that's a great place to have the hair, Phil.
It still had bristles. We got
That's
some
what tickles your
family.
throat.
Bristles. Oh,
We got some backwoods ass family down in Tennessee, and I stay at my aunt's, and they'd always bring up cracklings, homemade cracklings. They bring up this big tin of homemade cracklings, right? And I'd always be in there fucking them up, right? I made a mistake and I looked down once, and this motherfucker had hair still in it. Like, what's up, bitch?
didn't
And I
scrape
was
them
like-
good enough.
Ooh, I was like,
Yeah,
fuck
burn that
that.
off.
I kind of turned my stomach. I put them back. I was like, I'm gonna take a break. And like for a couple weeks, I couldn't eat cracklings, but a couple
You'd be
weeks
like
went
dead
by.
ball.
They brought some fresh ones, so I just knew to like look and pick the ones out that didn't have hair on them, because you get one of them bristly ass hairs in your mouth, man. That's fucking kind of terrible to think about it, but yeah, watch your crackling, son, because if some of them might have hair on them still.
Hey, man, if you just shove on them, man, you don't know. You'll never know.
Well, dude, them fucking
It might
pork
tickle,
hair.
might tickle your
is-
throat a little bit.
No, it's thick as fuck, bro. It's sad, y'all.
It tickle your throat a little bit, man.
Razorback.
Like you ain't
fucking-
ever had a thick
the
one.
razorback.
That's right.
Razorback fucking pig swine hairs, bro.
I do
That'll
like
fuck
it
you up.
shaved, but in a pinch,
What's Matt got to go pee?
I probably, dude. We was at midget wrestling. We went to midget wrestling up the road, right?
Yeah.
That motherfucker pissed every 3.5 minutes. He was gone pissing, and I'm
Drinking
just like,
beer?
yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you too, Phil. Billy, that motherfucker drink water, goes and pisses every 3.5 minutes. You two need to get together and go get your prostates checked, because that shit ain't normal. You ain't supposed to piss that much.
I don't like doctors, so is there any way
Yeah.
you could check it for me?
No, my hands aren't big enough.
That's true. That's true. Touche,
See,
motherfucker.
Uncle Joey got them big old feller hands. Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah, get in there,
Them
Uncle
beats.
Joey.
Get in there, Uncle Joey. Get that shit checked. So.
Well, I mean, what are they going to say? Like, hey, man, you piss a lot because you got a big ass prostate.
Nah, man, they get in there and see if your shit's fucking swollen or not, and then you give you some shit to de-swell it.
De-swell it?
Yeah.
De-swell it.
Are you sure you ain't just saying shit again, motherfucker?
I'm for real, man.
Maybe de-swelling it with some shit.
You give me some medicines, takes the swelling down.
Oh, shit.
Is that true, though? Is that really, like, I don't know. And
Yeah.
I don't know, coming from you, motherfucker. It could just, you just say some shit sometimes, and I'm just like,
Like, that shit sounds true.
it sounds legit,
It
but
sounds
is it legit?
And I feed it really well sometimes, too. Like,
Yeah, this
fucking-
motherfucker just
this and
makes
that,
shit up
and
on
that-
a whim.
And it's like, dude, that sounds right. Yeah. Get over here, Chris. You can give him one.
Matt, you
You
got
know-
work tomorrow?
Get a ring of time to lick your nipple.
You're up way past your bedtime, bro.
Oh, way
Right,
past.
yeah.
Mother, man. Depends why it's swollen. All right.
Is it from abuse, maybe?
All right. So we've established I'm the head, then it's some chick, and then it's Phil Billy, and then it's Uncle Joey.
Where's throat tickler? Throat tickler coming in. And where's Rigsby at?
He didn't show up.
He didn't go.
he didn't
I
show
mean,
up.
on the centipede, where's he going to be?
He's not going to show up, so he gets out of it.
Oh,
Or he's going to show up late, and he's going to be like, ain't going to be no room for him.
He gets called paramedics for us.
No, he's going to be taking pictures and posting them online. Like, ain't calling no paramedics. He's going to be like, what the fuck did I walk into? I'm going to be the only one that can speak, which that makes sense, you know. Let me talk.
Be like, feed me more.
Like,
These guys are hungry.
Shit. These dudes are hungry. I need a case of White Castles.
Oh yeah.
What a night.
That's right, man. Fucking. All right. Hour and 40 minutes. We don't usually stay on this long. We're not going to be over here for 4 or 5
Phil,
hours.
Let me say this, man. I really appreciate you coming on, man. If nothing else, this was all me. I wanted to have you on because these people need to hear you off of the shit show, man, because you don't say much on there no more. You kind of sit back and let them do their thing.
There's
a lot of people.
There's a lot going on, man. There's not a lot. That's why, I like the Distilling 101 podcast with Santa.
Yeah.
And then, a lot more structured and, it's information driven. And, when you call something a shit show, it's what you expect it to be. Yeah. And that's what the fuck it is. So,
yeah.
But it's entertaining.
That as a newbie, I do really appreciate Santa. I feel like he's very knowledgeable himself. And if you can keep the uncle out the jar, he does pretty good too.
He's got a lot of good info too.
Man, I just know Santa's like, if you got questions, he ain't gonna steer you wrong. He's been doing it a long fucking time. He's the admin of almost every fucking group on Facebook, one way or another, or at least been the admin of them. And me and him, like, we do things differently, but there's no right way to do this shit. There's no set one way. Like there's things that he does that I don't do, but he's not going to steer anybody wrong. Like he's knowledgeable, he's good at what he does. He makes good liquor, and he helps people, and he loves to help people.
So what you're saying is Santa would probably never tell anybody to dump 4 boxes of baking soda in their mouth.
Probably not.
Only some piece of shit would do that to somebody.
That's fucking crazy.
And only a piece of shit would tell you that you only need a couple inches of headspace for bananas. So if somebody tells you that, they're a sack of shit.
That's killer, dude.
If they tell you to dump a bunch of baking soda
2 inches max.
Okay, if it's good enough for the old lady, it's good enough. It's enough headspace. So,
yeah, I mean, like, hey, if your buddy fucking busts your balls, maybe don't ask him again for fucking information. Maybe ask somebody else.
Right.
Hey, call John Bentz.
That's right.
Hey, John Bentz, that motherfuckers make some
That's a
liquor.
good fella, man.
Yeah, hey,
He's
John
an awesome
Bentz
dude.
is a good dude, man. He's awesome.
He, I messaged him because all along the Ohio River, fucking these towns are flooding like crazy right now. He said they're doing all good up there. So,
he's actually going to be a guest here in a couple of weeks, so I look forward to talking to him.
Ben's coming back on. Hopefully, it gets open soon. When it gets open, we'll have to make a trip out there. It's like 2.5 hours away.
Yep. Next week we have Indian Creek.
Nothing.
We're having Joe from Indian Creek on next week.
Nice. That's right down the road from me.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Phil. It's a good time, man.
Oh,
Still, bitch. You still,
Philbilly's always a good time.
Hey, anybody needs anything, look him up on YouTube, Facebook, Philbilly Moonshine.
If you're ever in the Dayton area, you feel free to stop by while we're just hanging out all day, shooting the shit, talking shit.
Put your ass to work.
Put your ass to work.
You want to learn how? Be like, hey, do this, take this.
There you go.
Host some apples.
Hey, if you guys want a still building class, there you go.
Yeah,
might be onto something there.
You don't get to keep the still though.
Bring your own copper and your own saw.
They've already got it sold.
Yeah,
that's right.
And some wood, you'll be crating it up.
What's up, Lisa Day?
Hey, how you doing, Lisa?
Hey, Lisa.
So they had ladies' night the other night. That was pretty good too.
Hey, I really
enjoyed
like
that
that.
also.
I really like that. What they got going on over there? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, ladies' night's a shit. We could put it. I got a platform, and if you could keep from, it's pretty hard to get banned on YouTube and Facebook as far as podcasts go.
Yeah,
man. And all right, I'm getting sidetracked now. I got another thing to talk about first. But first, if anybody ever has a podcast and they could keep their cool, I could broadcast it. It's not a problem for me. But also Facebook, man, they've been getting a little fucking wild lately. I started looking at my fucking Facebook reels, and there's a lot of crazy racist humor that it's pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie, but it's off the wall, like shit that you wouldn't see fucking a couple months ago. If you go through Facebook reels now, it's fucking gotten crazy. And like, what's up with all these hot ass fucking Down syndrome chicks, dude? What the fuck? Every time I scroll up, there's some hot chick with Down syndrome. I'm like, what the fuck's going on Facebook, dude?
Bill's had a thing for special needs ladies ever since back in the day. You remember old?
Oh yeah, whooping cough.
That's
it was like his. I was like, you ever try and fuck a chick while she's doing that, dude? It squeezes on your shit. It almost pop it out.
But third cough, you were done.
But
Come again.
So listen to this shit. This is funny as fuck. So you guys know about like places like Bourbon Street and fucking Louisiana. Well, we got a small version of something like that called Oregon District.
Yeah.
So it's a whole block of bars, and on Friday and Saturday night, it's just a huge party. You can walk down the fucking road, getting drunk, go from one bar to the next, to the next, to the next.
They allow open containers now outside between the bars, and
well, even when they didn't, I mean, Friday and Saturday, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I used to sell fucking drugs down here on Halloween, right in front of cops. They didn't give a fuck. But anyways, we're down there trying to pick up some poon one night, and fucking scored a jackpot, son. We'll see this chick. She's like a little blonde chick, Far away, she's kind of hot. The closer you get, the more her eye kind of wonks out. Goes another fuck away, you know what I'm saying?
That's called a 50-yard foul.
Oh, bro. And she had a wonky fucking eye, right? And I was like, well, I always wanted to fuck a bitch with a crazy ass eyeball, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's up? I see her over at Ned Pepper's after that. Like, I seen her cross the road, but then later on, I'm at Ned Pepper's and she bumps up against me, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, hi. And then, like, I buy her beer, and the more I talk to her, the more I realize that this bitch is fucking crazy, son. Like, certifiable. This bitch is nuts. So, like, in 2 seconds, I'm her boyfriend now. Like, she grabs me by the hand. She's holding my hand. And then she keeps, like, re-gripping. No, like, she kept re-gripping my hand. Had my motherfucking hand in a death grip. And I was like, I felt like I was being drugged. Like,
yeah.
And she put her other hand on top of that hand and had my hand with two motherfucking hands.
You were going nowhere.
I was like, she's like, what's wrong? I was like, you kind of got my hand real tight. She's like, I'm just making sure you ain't gonna run from me. And I asked, I was like, has somebody ever ran from you before? And she was like, yeah, earlier. I was like, what? I'm not taking her to my house. So
by the way, Ned Pepper's is the shit, by the way. Who didn't have fun at Ned Pepper's?
I look at my buddy. I'm like, can I take her to your house, dude? Because I don't want to know where I live.
You took her to Elwoods, didn't you?
No, I took her to Quinton's. I lived at Elwoods.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to take her to Elwoods because she had come back stalking me and shit. So I took her to Quinton's. And I was like, man, can I fuck her at your house? And he was like, yeah. So we go in the room and we start doing, and then all of a sudden, Mike and Bijah and them roll up. And they're trying to get in on it because, you know, they're kind of share bitch type of dudes. And they're over there like, hey, man, hook us up. Tell her to let us. I'm like, no, bro, she ain't down with that. She's kind of crazy. Y'all ain't noticed. So we're laying in bed, and because they can't get none, they come in with a fucking pitcher of water. Fucking throw a pitcher of cold-ass water on us. I'm like, you motherfuckers. I chase them, right? We go back in the room. I get us dried off. You know, we do it again. Second time. We went round 2 with this crazy-ass bitch.
Young days.
We did some weird shit. But anyways, fucking she tried to put my nuts inside her. It was weird, like hurt my balls, but I fucked her twice. Anyways, after we fucked again, they come in with a pitcher of water. Bam! Hit his fucking pitcher of water again. I'm like, you motherfuckers! I'm tired as fuck. I just want to sleep at this point. Like, I'm wore out. My buzz is gone. I'm kind of halfway hungover already. Like, I ain't even been to bed yet. Chase them. Finally, they're like, listen, man, sorry about the water. Take her in another room. Take her shirt off so we can look through the window and see her titties. And I'm like, damn, you dirty motherfuckers.
Okay.
So room, because it's the only dry bed, right? It's dry. The other bed's soaking fucking wet. This time, these motherfuckers come in with a pitcher out of the refrigerator. Ice fucking cold. Throw it on us again. I'm like, oh, I chase them. You know, I can't catch nobody. I'm fat as fuck. And even then, I was a lot skinnier, but still ain't catching them motherfuckers. She starts crying. At this point, I just want to take her home. I'm like, man, I just want to go to bed. So I chase my friends down. They're in the truck with the doors locked because I wanted to beat them up because they fucking throw cold water on us. I'm like, look, dude, I'm not mad about the water. I'm not going to attack you guys. I'll give you every penny in my pocket if you just take this crazy bitch home. Because she got crazier and crazier. Like, wonky eye, all that fucking crazy shit, dude.
The ticks started going off. Cold water ripped her
like,
up.
The more I was around her, the more she started going on about she's dying and shit. And like, no, you're not dying. Just shut the fuck up. Like, you could tell, like, she was crazy, but not like hypochondriac type shit. You know what I mean? So I gave him I had like $20 left. I was like, here, man, give us this ride home. But yeah, that was crazy ass wonky eye motherfucking
locked up like 2 pit bulls.
Oh yeah, dude. I just squirted the dick right out.
And that concludes another episode of Still Talking.
So when we was younger, you know, I was like, 18, 17. Old Phil come to live with us, and this was the beginning of AOL. AOL had a hookup site called AOL Love, right? And PHILBILLY's like, hey man, he's like, you know, I need some chicks. I need some women. I'm like, cool, man. I will hook you up. And I was like, you know, what are your limits? And he's like, oh man, whatever. So I took it upon myself to hook him up with like the you know, no offense, but like the worst motherfucking shit I could find. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, PHILBILLY do that. You know,
I did too.
And just you know, just like not even bottom of the barrel. Like, this is shit that ain't nobody taking a run at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I would message him, pretend like I was him and shit, and I'd be like, "Hey Phil, man, you got a date Saturday night with this lady," and so like he goes and you know. He's like, hey, man, I'm going out with this chick, this and that. And she had to come pick him up or whatever. And so he goes, and this chick, you know, she's short and she's a bigger lady. And I don't know if y'all remember Martin Lawrence's movie Big Mama's House, but this motherfucker takes this big old girl to go see a movie about a black dude dressing up as a big old fat black woman. And like, so from then on out, I'm like, bro, that's Big Mama. I named her Big Mama. And so, you know, he's like, oh, I'm going to Big Mama's house. He's like, come to Big Mama's house with me. And I'm like, fuck it, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to Big Mama's house. And she's got her friend there, and we're all sitting out there in the I'm sitting in the living room, and all you hear is just, whoa, 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 And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And y'all got like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, like y'all got something in the walls. And then it's like it seemed like for hours, and then Phil comes out and he's like, bro, my fucking arms are dead. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, bro, she's got a dildo collection in here. And for like the last 2 hours, I've been switching off. Whoa. And so now, like for the end of time, forever, we'll be sitting at work or something. Anytime the Dremel breaks out, man, you start dremeling something. It's instantly, I'm like, fucking Big Mama, every goddamn time, like any vibration noise, motherfucker ruined me for life. And
this motherfucker had 3 speeds, right? Had his little button. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. And then I hit it on the fucking, wow. And I hit that third one, and it motherfucker went buck wild. Like, wow.
That motherfucker vibrated the whole apartment building.
I started going around in circles with it. And it started going, wow.
And like, bro, I'm in the living room. Like, I'm flipping through motherfucking channels. Like, I'm watching Sports Center. Like, I ain't trying to hook up with her friend. And it's just like, and I'm like, dude,
he got that motherfucker bogged down.
Bogged down. Like,
yeah, I had a new girlfriend. Like, I had a new date like every other day. I
was on it.
He was on there like, hey, you got this one over here. And I'm like, yeah, well, what's up, motherfucker?
And so I hooked him up with this one dude, and I bet she was like, she was like just past midget, right? Like she was a little bigger, and she was just past midget. And I was like, bro, that's the obese midget. And from then on out, she was the obese midget.
Hell yeah. Hey, they all get love. I got nothing but love. I got nothing but love for all the ladies.
Who's mixing paint in the next room? Good times, man. All right, we could go all night. We're not going to.
No.
It's already been 2 hours. Like, and you know, these stories is from when we was fucking teenagers. Like, we ain't even got anything good past that yet. So,
yeah.
Hey,
all right.
I got a feeling that American Whiskey 2.0
it's gonna be good. Yeah,
golf stories.
American Whiskey is gonna be story time.
Story time.
Story time.
It's gonna be a good one.
Hey, look forward in the fall of 2025.
And coming in the fall of 2025, American Whiskey 2.0 brought to you by
we just found our Sturge.
Yep, there it is.
Me!
That's our Sturge. Who's going to be Dylan?
Ooh, Matt. Nah, bullshit.
He's got to be he's our OG. He's got to be Uncle Joey still.
Yeah. No. Matt's going to be Uncle Joey. You can't be yourself.
All right. I got you.
John's going to be him but not show up. Or Eskimo Sean, he can morph. He can morph from one to another.
He can be the guest. If we make him a guest, he has to show up.
No, he won't.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah, he won't.
Don't just be late.
Fuck y'all. Have a good night. Y'all come back next week. We'll have Indian Creek Distillery on. It's going to be a good time. Very knowledgeable. They're running 2 of the oldest pot stills in the country. Check out their website if you ain't able to make it out there. It's beautiful out there.
It's beautiful out there. And I think we're going to let. I think the last 10 minutes of the podcast, Dan Gray wants to hop on and talk about Farm to Bottle too. So I'm going to let him do that at the very, very end.
Aren't they coming to Farm to Bottle this year? Or do they have? You talking about next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to get Indian Creek on.
Yes.
Down there. So
yeah,
I will say I miss Sheldon. I miss Sheldon in the comments.
Man, where did Sheldon go? Did he get banned?
Yeah. We don't ban nobody, man. He disappeared. Really
I told
quick.
Sheldon that I was going to make a couple AI videos of my own, and he deleted his account within seconds. Imagine that. But then,
He's worried he's going to use one of them dildos on him.
and then
Big Mama.
motherfucker had the audacity to act surprised when I posted coming in fall. Fucking fucking A&W root beer 2.0.
I do like A&W root beer.
I do like the root beer.
We appreciate you hanging out, man. You closed your account, Damon? When'd you close your account?
Throat tickler.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all hanging out. Just shooting the shit.
Hey, thank you, everybody.
Sorry I was late.
Thanks, Phil.
I kind of turned it into a shit show, but we knew it was going there.
Listen, as long as we got a good interview in with Phil, that's all I wanted, and he gave us that. So
you got it before I got here, so you're good. You're good. So.
Phil, I got a feeling this ain't gonna be your last time on, brother.
No,
it was going good till Easy showed up.
And we knew. Have you ever seen any of our videos?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck.
Apple pie and Uncle Jesse's are two of my favorites. And the mead one, the honey shine's pretty good too.
Apple pie when Phil's talking about the bee. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was right after the honey,
the a la carte. That was at the a la carte.
Yeah, that was a la carte. Y'all are stupid. All right, y'all have a good night, man. See y'all next week.